Chad with Flash Performance with part 2 of my Africa Twin crash bar install. This is from GIVI, G-I-V-I. I've already installed the lower bars here. You can check out that video with the tag up here in the corner. But we are going to install the upper bars today. And I did a little side quest. I got these black bumpers installed and I put new pegs on as well. So lots of good upgrades coming to the bike. So we're going to do the uppers at this time. Here are the instructions. The instructions say that the first step is going to be installing the upper bars, and up here in the top you can see this mount right here. There's the focus. So that's what we're going to attach to. So I'm going to take those bolts out, build that assembly, and there's one of the crash bars, and there's all the parts that come in the kit. So we're going to go ahead and start building that assembly, getting that all put together, and that goes right up here into the top. I was really struggling to try and get tools up in here because of where the nuts and bolts are, and the bolt doesn't want to come out. And I happen to have one of these tiny little ratchets. These are amazing. This one is actually from Titan, and you can see that how tiny it is. It's a quarter inch drive, but it is perfect for fitting up in here to take these little dudes out. And the other one is even farther up in there. So perfect tool for the job if you are working on this. You can pick these up at your local parts store. I got this one, I think, from O'Reilly's. But these little ratchets are pretty awesome. Check them out, Titan. Next step is to install these brackets. And at the end of your lower bars, there's a little plug in there. You just pop that plug out, and then these brackets go on. I highly recommend that you do this step before mounting the lower brackets on there. Mine had a burr in there, and I had to actually take the bar off, tap it, and then put it back on. So just think about that if you're doing both uppers and lowers at the same time, but go ahead and put those brackets on, and then on to the next step. I would say overall this is probably going to be one of the harder parts of the assembly. So the directions say to assemble this piece all together, and I'll show you that here. So assemble all that and then put it up into the fairing is what it says right here. So I tried that, and it's hard to get all your hands and everything up in there, so I fiddled with it a little bit. What I found is if you put this bottom bolt in here, let's get that one right, yeah, get that out of the way. That bottom bolt in right there, that's the bottom one of the three. You can put the two brackets in and tip them down, and then you can get to the spacers to be able to put those in. And now I can rock this back up into place and have everything nice and loose to be able to get it all up in there. So it just takes a little bit of finessing to get it up in there, but it's not too bad. If that's the hardest part of this project, I'll take it. This next part is where an extra set of hands would be helpful, but I got a towel. So you're gonna have a touch point here, you're gonna have a touch point there, and you're gonna have a touch point there. So I've already got all my bolts ready to be able to put this side on, so I can just set it on there and I can get that snugged up. And I left these loose so that way you can move it around so it won't be fighting against me. So I'm gonna need both hands for this. So I'm gonna get it set up there, and then I'm gonna put some bolts through here, and that'll keep everything in place so I can put the bracket on the side. These side tees have a little bit of spring to them. So when you're putting them together, make sure that you lock in the bottoms. It's got little teeth there to lock them in. And then all I did was I put a little clamp on the top to be able to pull those together, and then I can get the bolt on and start pulling that together. So just make sure that you take your time on those. It doesn't fit down all the way. Oops, right there. Doesn't fit down all the way. So it's not going to be scratching your bar up, but that helps to keep everything together. Next is the part that connects the bars together. So there's this T. Make sure you put your little O-rings on there, and then when you slide it together, those O-rings will take up the slack to keep everything from rattling around. So then you got your bolts that go in the bottom here. And one of the things I will point out is that the bolts for that part have a little bit of a wave washer to them to go around that pipe. So just make sure you put the wave washers in that spot. Now that I got all of them tightened up, I went back through and tightened everything up. This is impressive. So look at this. Look at the fitment. It is just perfect all the way around. It doesn't touch anywhere, and it fits nice and tight all the way up close. Let me get you back here. But it's not obnoxiously intrusive at the same time. So overall, pretty darn impressed with this setup. I think it's a good look, a good amount of protection, and gives me some places to hang some lights and some other stuff. So stay tuned for that. I'm Chad from Flash Performance. Great product from GIVI. Make sure you check them out and make sure that you get the right ones. I struggled because I ordered the wrong ones. I didn't order it for an adventure sport, and that set me behind about 2 weeks. But GIVI was great on their tech support line to help me out and make sure that everything worked properly. So make sure you check them out. I'm Chad from Flash Performance. We'll talk to you soon.